and you have implemented the I-95 task force. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. I signed officers 40 hours a week on the drug corridor of the I-95, Sumter County.
All right. So you have officers assigned. They spend 40 hours a week out there.
Yes, they do.
All right. And how has that been effective in trying to stop some of the drugs going up and down the interstate?
Yes, we have. What has have other jurisdictions have contacted us with drug carriers or bringing drugs to Sumter and work with us, and we have made arrests on I-95 where they have also we've stopped drugs from going to other areas of the state, I mean the country as well. But also there's so much revenue, so much illegal, so much money laundering, I would call it, up and down I-95.
So that's a big problem too, money laundering.
And we exceeded over $3 million. We have probably seized over $3 million in since we started this interdiction program.
Okay, well let me ask you this: what happened? Where does that $3 million go? Who gets the $3 million?
Matter of fact, we at the State House with that now. But it goes in. You only can use it for certain for law enforcement.
The sheriff's office keeps it and uses it for his purpose?
Well, we only keep a percentage of it.
Okay.
Normally it's 70% or 75%, and the solicitors get 20%, and the treasurer get 5%.
And so what can you use that money for?
We can use it for enforcement of type of enforcement. You can use it for equipment, vehicles. You can use it, everything but salaries.
Okay.
You can't raise the sheriff's salary because his officers get large seizure on the interstate.
Okay. So just to make the record clear, it doesn't go into your pocket.
It doesn't go into my pocket.
All right. Okay, but it does help the sheriff to do some things to try to enforce the law in the county.
It compensated a lot. I was able to, all of my officers, but they protected vest, their gear was purchased with drug seized money. We upgraded our weapons to drug seizures and certain equipment that we would not have today because we're not funded through our local government that we were able to purchase because of the drug seized funds.
Okay. Well, Sheriff, now, not only improving the sheriff department and coming up with some of these good programs, you're actively involved in the community. I believe you also started a boys to men conference and a girls to women conference. Please explain what that is.
Yes, when I first took office in 2005, we identified that there was a problem with our youth. So we begun with what we call the boys to men at that time, I think 14 years ago. And it was so successful after the first 2 years that we were told, but we were actually contacted by several citizens and say, look, we have an issue with the girls too. So we brought on the girls 2 years after the boys program actually started. Character building.
So you meet with them, you have regular meetings, or what happens with that?
It's a mentoring program, but we have a retreat like once a year when normally when school's out. And the school has been supportive of us. They've been in partnership with us with the district. And we have a retreat and a weekend. And the kids come out. We bring folks into, like I say, it's a character building. We from military. We brought educators.
So do the kids stay overnight, or do they come?
They stay overnight. The military has also a partnership with us.
Okay. So where does this take place at?
We at number one of the facilities. The military provide the bed for us.
So y'all use some of the dorms out there?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have your deputies
overnight
do presentations and spend time with these young people?
Yes. Some of it. Yeah. Well, the deputies out there the whole time that they are there, but we bring in like professional. What I refuse to bring in is professional athletes. I'm sorry. I don't. My message to them: you have a greater chance of being Sheriff Dennis than Michael Jordan.
Right.
And
I'm
so
with you on that.
that's the message. I said we promote education, and we actually bring some finance folks in too, because you go to college a lot of times, you come back with these outstanding loans.
Right.
And we have brought in CPAs to speak with them. We've took them to the nurses college here at Central Carolina and had a tour of that. Our Morris College and all of them has taken a part military career.
How many kids you think you've had have been through your program?
We counted it as over 2,500 has came through
Really?
that.
Really? And y'all do this every year?
Every year we do.
And how do kids who want to get involved in this, how do they, tell them how they can get involved, the parents as well?
Okay, and our Facebook now is probably the most recent. We normally publicize it maybe a month prior to the retreat. We encourage the parents. We send letters out to the schools. We send letters out to the churches, and we encourage the parents. Hey, please bring your kids in and be a part of it. We have had kids that started in 9th grade and they'll come 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Mm-hmm. I've had kids that actually completed the program. I say completed the program, been there 3 years, have gone off to college and come back and want to be part of it.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a successful program. We have seen a reduction of juvenile crime since this program has started in the county.
Okay, very, very good.